I started your movie over. Na 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 poo poo. Better make sure I started it over. What does it say there? I can't read it. Need the sun on it. I'm going to start it over again. How come I can't read it? 0, 0. I did read it. That's because I don't have my glasses. I need glasses. Luckily I have some. Did you like how they made Sawyer some glasses on Lost? How Jack figured out that he had bad eyesight. That's why he had headaches. Poor Sawyer. He thought he was going to die of some brain tumor or something. He's sitting on the beach in Oahu, which is the island that they don't know what the name of is. And he's got headaches. That's because he reads all the time. He reads all these books he found on the plane. Yep, he even reads the book that was written by... Remember at the very beginning on the pilot episode? How the guy gets sucked into the engine? And the engine blows up? Engines aren't built for people getting sucked in. They do have a tendency to blow up if that happens. So if you're ever around an engine where somebody's getting sucked in, remember to get out of the way. So as I was saying, before I rudely interrupted myself, so Sawyer, he's busy reading everything. He's even reading the manuscript that guy wrote. You see how frozen my fingers are? So why have you taken them out of your mitten? You're probably thinking that. See, I can read your mind. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts would tell. They tell you that my hand is cold. Okay, so he's making some glasses for Sawyer. Jack figures out that he just needs glasses. And Saeed has been rummaging. See, they emptied everything out of the planes because they had to burn the plane with all the extra people who died in it, so that the hogs wouldn't come. Hogs wouldn't come eat them. I have to make my bangs look just right, so you'll think I'm really pretty. Yeah, that's right. Because you don't want to turn this off in the middle thinking, ooh man, she's ugly. Some people think that, but they're probably boys, and they're probably under the age of 30. That's right, little boys under the age of 30. Mm-hmm. Mere children. So he takes these two glasses, he's broken them off in the middle, and he heats the ends up in the fire, the nose parts, and see, I had to move over. Couldn't walk in that. Look at this, isn't this cool? Boy, and the river floweth. Isn't that cool? See, it's come right down there, under the shadow of that tall, thin woman. Look at her. My. And she thinks she needs to lose weight. Pah. And it comes down to here, and it makes these lovely little grooves, and it goes over there. And now you'd probably think that's all mush, wouldn't you? Ew, gross, mush. Don't want to walk in that. Well, look at, even though it happened the day before yesterday, look at, I can jump on it. Oh, look, a bus. And look, a truck. How do people without SUVs get along? They must throw all their 2.5 children into the trunk. We had a Firefly once, and we had our littlest one would ride in the way back. He was really little, and he kept riding in there until he was so big you could see his knees sticking up and his head. It was fun having little children. They had quite the experience growing up with me as a mother. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I have a grandson, and I would love for him to come over. I could do so much fun stuff with him. I had a zip line, I made it, and took aircraft cable. You can get it at the hardware store. It's really solid. And you get these little U-bolts, and you put it around the tree, and then you bring it back to the other part, and then you put one U-bolt going this way, another U-bolt going that way, and you can put a whole bunch of U-bolts on it to hold it really stiff. And then you pull the other other end of it, I think it's 150 feet or 200 feet long, was the piece I got. I think it must have been less than 50 cents. I think it cost me about $100 for all of that. That was back when I thought I had lots of money. And look, more people are coming. See, can you see him? You could see him a little bit, couldn't you? Because he was paying attention, because there was this crazy woman on the curb. Now let's see about this one. He has to pay attention too. Can you see him? A lot less, because that person was more interested in where he was going than where he was. Are you like that? What are you missing in your hurry? Look at that pretty picture. Click! So what was I telling you? Something of profound importance. Hey, did something just fall off a tree and break? Well, break first and then fall. Oh, it's too cold to put my face that direction. Now, I could take you to the teepee, but you know what that means? It means after we get to the teepee and lie in the hammock for a while and warm up, we have to come back, and the wind will be at our face, and it will be shady. Shady, shady, shady. I was telling you something really important. Let's see, at Moss, they made pair glasses by taking two and sticking them together by melting them in the fire. And then what? Hey, you know what I realized this morning? Actually I think it was before today I realized it. I can type. That's a hydro truck. They're probably going to cut branches that are getting close to the road or over the wires. You certainly can't be getting ice stuff out of, anyway, forget that. Do I go home or do I keep walking? Well, if you're going to come with me, I'm going to walk, because it's okay to walk if I've got somebody here, because I like to talk, and I remember. Okay, sometimes when I'm talking, I can't think of the word. You've noticed that. I knew you had. Some people think I stop in the middle of a sentence and stop talking. Well, I can't figure out the word, and I think you probably know enough about where I am and what I'm doing that you can figure out what the word was when I can't. But I'll often send somebody to look for something, and I'll say it's on the counter, and what I meant was on the dishwasher. Oops, we don't have a dishwasher. On the dryer. Or I'll say it's in the living room, and I meant it's in Willem's office. See, I always say the wrong words. But if I'm typing it on my journal, I can type it and it always comes out exactly right. I've always got the right word, unless I'm trying to find just a special word, and then I have to think and put my thinking cap on and ponder. Search, ponder, and pray. Don't hit me. Keep going. She was not thinking about being here, but I could see her face clearly. Could you see her face clearly? So maybe she was. She just had that faraway look in her eyes. Look where we're going. We are having a walk. I have walked more than 10 steps in a row. That's right. Boy, the other day I got out of my chair 4 times. That's a 4. You can't see that I'm holding one finger down, can you? Just joking. I wasn't really holding a finger down. Hey, look, my battery light is coming on. My battery light always comes on about the time I get to my teepee, so you can never see inside my teepee. That's right. It's because it's frozen solid. That's right. It's really cold out here, and the batteries die when they get cold. No matter what they say, that's how to preserve your batteries. Maybe they don't corrode that way, but they certainly lose all their power. Okay. Let's see, is there a turtle crossing? Just checking for turtles. See if there's a turtle on the sign. See if we can get the sun right behind the sign. There. You see the sign? May to September. Look at that turtle. That's the turtle. People swerve to hit turtles out here. Hey, look how pretty it is here. See, I have willow planted all along this fence. Basket making willow. Today's the contest day. If you didn't enter into Ashley's contest, today's the day. She's gonna decide the winner, and she's only had 3 people send in videos so far. What kind of a contest is that? And I made one that was purposely not a perfect video of how to, because I didn't want to win. I just wanted to compete. Competition. What's that? That's where my labyrinth is supposed to be. But it isn't there, alas and alack, because I never came down here. Now, we had some melting, which should have melted all this snow. Look at how far down it is from the edge here. Boy, I'm going to have to walk on the path.